Hello everyone, it is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 21 of Journey to the Top here with Darlington FC. Since you were last with me, we are still atop of the Vanarama National League North. However, our games have gotten much closer. We squeaked by with a 1-1 draw against Blythe. We went up 5-1 on Bamber Bridge before they started charging back from the 53rd minute forward. They scored 4 goals, and let me tell you, it was really scary because half the team was complacent after my bungled team talk trying to tell them they were doing a good job. But then we went and comfortably beat Bradford Park Avenue 3-0. Only problem is that Jarrell Kwanzaa picked up another knock. Everybody is in high injury risk at the moment, but there's not much that we can do about that because really we don't have much outside of our first team available to play. But that brings us to our first match of the episode against Boston United in the FA Trophy semi-final. And this first one is going to be away from home, so let's look at the team that we're going to be trusting to go do that. I'm going to make a quick change. I'm going to bring in Lawler. I told him he was going to be a cup keeper, so I mean we may as well play him at least in one cup game. So we're going to go with Lawler in goal, a back four of Gilbert, Broughton, Hunt, and Hughes. Hunt coming in for the injured Kwanzaa. They'll expect him to get onto the field at some point in the second half. Midfield, we've got our 3 usual suspects in Savage, Bird, and Hatfield, with Carvalho ahead of them and Connolly and Charman leading the charge. Let's get into this match and hope that we can keep our good run of results going forward, even if our form is starting to dip off just that little bit. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's pump our fists and tell them to do this for the fans because they're not liking me too much at the moment. So let's do it for the fans if you're not going to do it for me. Looks like this one is going to be on TV with all of these fancy little graphics. They're playing a 4-3-3 and we're playing our 4-3-1-2. Let's kick off, and looks like we're going to be in our zebra uniforms for this match. And yeah, that's the beginning of this game. 10 minutes gone by. We're holding on to possession quite a bit, and we get a highlight, and Lawler's hitting it really far forward, looking for Charman. Can't quite get him. Hughes is able to track back and pick up the clearance, gets it into Bird, who goes up to Savage, over to Carvalho, out wide to Gilbert. Gilbert has a little bit of space to try to pick out a pass, is able to find Savage. Savage finds Hughes. Hughes is cut inside. It hits it with his left foot and narrowly misses, hitting the crossbar. Let's just shout some encouragement to the team. Just tell them they can do it. I believe in them. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world if we go out of the competition right now. It would allow us to focus more on the league. We obviously need the finances involved with a cup run, even if it is just the FA Trophy. And Bird finds Charman, but I think he was offside and he missed it. Anyways, not really causing any conflict with that. Looks like our assistant manager wants him to man mark somebody. I kind of don't want Hunt man marking somebody because that will draw him out of position. I don't like having a highlight because, yep, Lawler let that one in. He has faced 5 shots and let in 4 goals. So, or 3 goals. 5 shots and 3 goals. Not great stuff, but he needs some match sharpness to improve on that record. So we're going to give it to him here. If he impresses in this match going forward, because he has not impressed up to this point, then we will keep him in the lineup for the next leg of this match. And Lee Connolly narrowly misses once again. Let's demand more from the team because they really haven't played. Broughton and Hatfield are frustrated by that. Well, I don't know why you're frustrated because I am the one that should be frustrated after this performance. Hunt goes up gets a clearance only as far as the Boston United player. Hughes also puts in a clearance, gets blocked around, but he is able to finally get it out. Can't connect with Luke Charman and misses. Good gosh. Somebody go stick a water bottle in the dressing room because it's about to get thrown. Tell them I believe in them, and that has undemotivated everybody but Gilbert. Gilbert really lacking for fitness, but I think he's going to come off for a number of reasons, and Lawler is going to step up to take the kick. Wants Luke Charman, can't find Luke Charman, and Nicky Hunt really out of position. Poor stuff from him. Okay, Lawler, you're coming off. You just don't have what it takes, and that's really sad to see because... Hold on, I need to do this, and then we need to find Kumwenda a place on the field. Let's take Charman off. Confirm our changes. Demand more from the team. Sorry, Lawler, we've given you a chance. You just have absolutely bungled it. And I wasn't even able to take Hunt off because of all the other changes that needed to be made going forward. So, Hunt, you're going to have to hold up for longer than you have had to in quite a while. And Undunson, for some reason, while he's sitting at the halfway point, kicks it all the way back to Allen. I just really question our team's decision-making going forward. Charman is through on goal, can't beat the keeper, and it goes out for a throw-in. Hughes takes a throw-in on the right, which is not great because he is playing left back at the moment, which means we're really out of position there. We need to keep some... You need to let Hughes, why aren't you running back to the right side of the field, or rather the left side of the field? And then that ball over the top wasn't able to find Charman, and their keeper is holding on to it, gets it cleared out, but Undunson helps pick up the pace and is looking like he wants to start something on his own. Puts in a cross, finds Lee Connolly, can't direct that one goalward. Oh, this is some really poor stuff from our team. But Undunson is being a bit of a silver lining in this one. He's really making things happen, even if the rest of the team is letting him down. Undunson kicks it in, wanting to find Bird, can't find him, and Hunt is completely out of position, marking the wrong guy. When Broughton's there, Hunt, you don't need to be there. But see, Allen just saves goals, which is what we need from a keeper. Lawler would probably be good to loan Lawler out to Boston United for this next match, even though he's already played in this one, meaning he is likely to be cup-tied. Let's fire up the team. And Charman is still on the field, even though I tried to bring Kumwenda on. Sorry about that, Kumwenda. I tried to give you some more time, but we'll have to see how this one plays out as Charman, gets dispossessed, justifying his taking off, and Allen is really far out of position, coming to get that ball. Please, please actually find your man. Is able to find it to Broughton. Gets it to Hunt. I don't like where Hunt is sitting on the field, but the ball eventually makes its way up to Connolly, who hits the keeper in the face. I mean, that's funny and all, but you got to get it into the net. I'd rather not hit the keeper at all. But Nicky Hunt is called for a yellow card. Poor stuff, and Broughton isn't able to track back, but Allen picks it up. Says, come on, boys. Come on, come on. Gets it up, wanting to find Carvalho. Can't find Carvalho, but Undunson gets on the clearance, gets it to Hatfield. Hatfield is able to find Carvalho. Waits for Connolly to get back onside. And because Connolly was offside just ever so slightly, he wasn't able to put in that effort, and oh my gosh, we're going to lose our first game here since October. It is halfway through March, goodness, in this game, and Allen has held a clean sheet even if Lawler let in 3 goals, so that's promising stuff from him. I mean, after that performance, I'm just going to tell him it was one of those days. Just keeping some motivation, needing to keep up the morale, showing that we are able to be defeated by the team in second, so that should light a fire underneath us to continue on. And we do play Boston away from home later on, but let's go ahead and take a break. I'm going to play this AFC Telford game off cam. I'm going to play a rotated squad. That way we can have our best team in against Boston at home, where we have a long way to go if we are going to overturn that last result. And we're back for the second leg of our FA Trophy semi-final against Boston United. Since the previous game, just a couple things to note. Kwanzaa did officially break himself. Pulled a calf muscle, going to be out for a couple weeks. And so I did a little panic buying. I brought in Ollie Younger here, formerly of Sunderland. He spent last season at Southport, has been popping up on scout reports. Looks like he's decent enough to do a job in Kwanzaa's place. Kwanzaa will definitely be taking his spot back as soon as he is able, but Younger is just a better option for us than Hunt, especially since we let Omar go on a free when he hadn't played any games for us. Other bits of news, during one of the scouting meetings, they showed me the highest rated player, and it was this guy, Eddie Brown, who was on a non-contract at Boston, and he played against us in this last match, and I have no intention of using him. He is only here until the end of June, and then he's going bye-bye. He just played against us, and I thought I may as well take a weapon away from Boston. It's really cheeky, but, that's what you got to do at this point. So this is the team that we're going to be putting out there against Boston. We've got Allen in goal, a back four of Gilbert, Younger, Broughton, and Hughes, with Savage, Bird, and Hatfield making up the midfield, with Carvalho, Connolly, and Charman ahead of them. So let's go ahead and get into this match. It's really unlikely that we're going to be able to get too much from this result. We've got to overturn a 3-0 deficit. We weren't able to get an away goal. Don't know if away goals are a thing, but we weren't able to get a goal in the last one. So let's pump our fists and tell them to avenge themselves. And then pump our fists even more and tell them we have faith in them. The second time around didn't really make a difference, but here's our team that we already went through. And also, it's international break, so Kumwenda and I don't remember his name, but the other, Lynch, I think his name was, the other lone midfielder, are away at the moment. But we're starting off with a highlight from their own goal kick in the 5th minute. Hughes has gone really far forward to get that one. Gets it up to Charman, over to Hatfield. Everyone's really bunching up on themselves. Really would like them to play with a little bit more space. Charman threads through Carvalho, who just powers it into the back of the net. Already 5 minutes gone by, literally 5 minutes on the dot, and we are already playing better than we did in the entirety of that last match. Also, Lawler is not starting in goal. He is all but done at the club. I'll give him a chance during the off-season if he still remains, but really Allen is our best option. And Hughes takes a throw-in, can't find anybody, but the clearance is only able to go as far as Savage, who has agreed to a new contract, and Gilbert gets the second goal of the game. 7 minutes gone by, and we are clawing something back from this result. Hughes tries to find somebody, but he and Charman were not on the same page. Savage gives it to Carvalho. Carvalho finds Gilbert in space, and he beats the keeper at the near post. Nice stuff. Let's keep it going. Keep it going, guys. No, we're slowing down. Allen picks that one up. See, you know what? That would have been a highlight for if Lawler was here, and Lawler wasn't able to make those sort of saves in the last episode, but Allen did, and he's able to find Charman. Charman found Savage, and Savage holds it up nicely to get Gilbert some space to put in a cross, who wants to find Lee Connolly. Can't find Connolly, but Charman finds the back of the net off of a botched clearance on a volley on his left peg, does a little barrel roll. Good stuff from him, and we've already clawed it back to where right now it is a new game completely. Cowan just hits Phillips in the face, and Charman was able to tuck it away in the back of the net. Good stuff. And we are not letting up. Carvalho wants to find somebody, can't find anybody, but gets on the end of the clearance, ducks into the box, takes a shot. Never really was any sort of threat to score, but he did a good job nonetheless. Hughes with a poor pass, but Broughton is alive to the ball forward. Gets it up to Charman. Can't find Charman, but Hughes is able to get on the end of it. Puts in a cross for Savage in midfield, who rifles it rockets it even, from really far away. Misses pretty poorly in the end, but good stuff that we're actually getting shots at all. We weren't getting those at all in the last time we faced Boston. And they've got a corner. Hatfield gets it clear. Carvalho keeps it clear and is countering. It looks like Conley is struggling to keep up, but is in some space if Carvalho can find him, and he does. Takes a shot, but it gets blocked away. Carvalho takes a shot, but gets it blocked, and his cross gets blocked as well. I'm going to go into the dressing room and outstretch my arms, tell them that I'm delighted with the way things are going, but they need to go back out and keep it up. Hatfield is not playing very well. Neither is Hughes. Both of them on yellow cards. I think I'm going to keep Hughes on because he did pick up that yellow card. I think that's enough to make it so that the next FA Trophy match he will not be able to play, meaning he'll get some rest in the future. And we're going to try to keep him on the field, and Carvalho wins that one back nicely, puts it up to Conley, who gets it to Charman, who scores his 40th goal of the season in all competitions. Brilliant stuff. Puts us up 4-0 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. We just need to hold on to this one at the moment. It all stemmed from that nice little steal from Carvalho, and Connolly, unselfish play, gives it to Charman, who tucks it away. And Ollie Younger, first we're seeing of him, let's hope he gives us a good first impression, finds Connolly in acres of space. He is going to go all the way down and narrowly miss. Had the keeper beat, but it ultimately wouldn't have found the back of the net. Let's take off Bird for Snedden. Put Savage in there because Snedden is a bit more attacking, and Savage can do a job in defense. Let's hold on, however, with our next few changes. Let some time come off the clock. We'll bring Ngumbi on for Charman here shortly. Charman is playing excellently. Maybe Carvalho. Just to... Ooh, Connolly is through on goal as I'm talking about making changes. 5-0 on the night, 5-3. I think that is enough. I've seen enough. Let's put Connolly up there, Charman out on the right, Ngumbi out on the left. What else are we going to do? Let's just take Hughes off. Give him a little rest. Don't want to bring Nicky Hunt on. Definitely don't want to bring Lawler on. Connolly, take a bow, son. Good stuff. We're just going to go to our 4-3-3, a little bit wider, a little bit less attacking, just wanting to see out the rest of this game. Look at that. 89% of passes completed, 60% of possession. That's great stuff. And it looks like Gilbert picked up a yellow card too. That's not good looking forward to the next one. But we were able to overturn an abysmal first leg and beat Boston 5-0. Let's tell them that they're in the final. Congratulations. Awesome stuff from the team. To continue, look at our inbox. Carvalho really did do well, and we've booked a place at Wembley for the final. Good stuff. And we got a good £20,000 for the club. Gives us an overall balance in the black. Congratulations to Carvalho. Pat him on the shoulder. Tell him he was superb with the chances that he made. And let's take a look at the schedule and see when our next match is going to be. So I'm obviously going to show you the FA Trophy final, but I think our next match will probably be Boston. That's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed that thrilling run of play against Boston, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment if you'd like to be able to name one of our new youth intake players, and hit subscribe if you'd like to join us on this journey to the top.